Hello guys, this is ArdleyWorthWatching and welcome to another one of my redstone tutorials. I've not actually done one of these for a while, so I thought it would be a good time to do one. So this is my super efficient, fully automatic squid farm that I have actually came up with myself. So it's got two separate areas of water where the squid spawn, and then they would either fall out to the side or the bottom, which will either kill them if it's from a height, or they will slowly die underneath. And as they die, their drops will end up on this floor underneath, and then about every 45 seconds or so, these dispensers will dispense water just like that, which will push all the drops into the middle just like that. And then to power all that, we've got a hopper clock and a few other bits of redstone underneath to keep it all working. And we've got this divider in the middle that divides the two areas. So to make this thing, we are going to need quite a lot of resources, so I'd only recommend building this in survival if you've made quite a lot of progress. But if you're on like an SMP server or something, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I'll just go through what you're actually going to need to build this. So you're actually going to need 12.5 stacks of trapdoors. Can be wood or iron, but I think wood is probably the best thing to make them out of. So you need 60 gates of any type, 4 dispensers, you need 2 stacks of sand, 2 stacks of torches, you need 10 hoppers, and you're going to need 2 stacks and 16 of any block you want. This is for the divider in the middle. Then you're going to need 16 water buckets, or just one if you keep refilling it, but I would recommend probably having at least like about 6 if you're going to refill them. Half stack of ladders, 6 chests, 36 redstone, 2 blocks of redstone, 3 sticky pistons, 2 comparators, 13 repeaters, 6 torches, and 20 cobblestone. And also a load of other blocks if you're actually planning to do the outside of the area as well. So what I mean is, around the outside you might want to fill these with blocks, and I will do this before you actually started building it. Right, so let's get started. So the first thing what you're going to want to do is mine yourself out a 13 by 8 area like this, look like a rectangle, and you need to mine this all the way down to layer 43. As you can see, that's where I am now, because this is the range of layers that the squid can actually spawn in. So once you've actually done that, you're going to want to get some sand, and you are going to want to fill the whole bottom area of this with sand. It may seem a bit weird, but it will all become clear a bit later in the tutorial. So once you've done that, what you're going to need to do is find a corner, and then you're just going to want to go 1 block back like that, and you're going to want to mine down 4 blocks just like that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mine another 7 blocks this way just like that. Until you're just like that. And then what you want to do is basically just mine out all the dimensions of the farm and then clear this area out. So basically you'll just end up with a square exactly the same dimensions as the farm, and you're actually going to want to completely fill this area with torches, so all the way to the edge. And basically the idea is this is because you have to place the gates, and I found breaking all the blocks without breaking the gates was pretty hard, so this is the method of doing it. And you can mine these blocks and the sand will just fall out of the way and be broken by the torches. So when you've finished putting all your torches into there, we need to move on to the trapdoors. So first we are going to do the short sides. So what you want to do is place 6 trapdoors going across like this, with a gap of 1 block on each side. You need to do this all the way up till you reach layer 62. So your last trapdoor wants to be on layer 62, which should be just here. Yep, so it's layer 62, and that's where your last trapdoor should be. So depending on the level which you built this farm, it will probably, well, if you built it on this level, it will be 1 away from the top, but just make sure you check that it's on the right layer. So now that you have got that done, what you're going to need to do is now put your trapdoors on the long side. So this is going to be slightly different. So you're going to want to place 5 trapdoors like this, and then this will go all the way up to layer 62, the same as the others. Then you want a 1 block space and then do another 5. Then you'll do exactly the same thing on both sides like that. Then do exactly the same thing as you do on this wall here, because then you have the 1 block space to put your divider in. So what you're going to want to do next is get whatever block you're using for the divider and just put it here in line with the bottom of the trapdoors in the gap, and just do it all the way across. And then what you're going to want to do is build it all the way up till you're up to the same level as the top of the trapdoors. So now that you've got your divider in place, you need to actually cover this in trapdoors, and you're actually going to just do the same way as this. So you want 1 block gap on each side with 6 trapdoors going all the way up to layer 62. And I've just left this out, and I would recommend doing that so you can just get through to the other side when you need to. So you just need to do it all the way on this side, and also remember to also do this on the other side of your divider as well. So what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to get your gates out, and you just want to cover this whole area with gates. So just make sure there's a 1 block wide area, just you get like a gap all the way around, and then you just want to place all your gates this way like this, and you've got to make sure that all these gates are open, or else the squid won't actually be able to fall out the bottom of the farm, and it would make it less efficient. So you need to make sure they're all open like this. So just once you get to this area here, once you are going to find it difficult to place them, what you're going to do is you're going to do 1 row of gates facing a different way to all the other ones, just like that. So it should look something like this. You want to go through to the other side and just copy this and do exactly the same thing. So now you're actually going to want to go ahead and you can just delete all these blocks underneath. So what you need to do is just go across and just destroy all the blocks in the same dimensions of the farm. So that will be 13 by, what is it again? 13 by 8. So you just keep doing this till you've got rid of all of the sand. So now that you've done that, what you're going to need to do is you're actually going to want to get rid of all these torches here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have to get out your dispensers, and you're just going to want to place 1 dispenser in each corner and just make sure they are all facing up, just like so. And then what you're going to need to do is go into one of the corners next to the dispenser, and you're going to want to go 3 down, just like that. So now what you're going to want to do is just go 2 across here, so you're under the dispenser, and you just want to mine out tunnels going all the way around the edge. So you want to go another 12 this way, 7 this way, and so on until you've gone around the whole entire farm. Now what you're going to want to do is come back up here, and you're actually going to want to make an area for your hoppers to go in. So as you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. So you need to go 3 in and do 2 like that, and another 3 like that. Then what you want to do is go like that, and this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 on this side, and this is where your hoppers are actually going to go. So you want to place your first hopper in this corner close to where you made that hole. Then what you're going to want to do is make sure all these hoppers are then going into this hopper here, and that will dispense the items into your chest. So you're just going to want to mine another 3 back in here. Well, not mine it because it's already done, but just go 3 more back. So 1, 1, 2, 3 like that, and you just want to keep mining here until you actually find the underneath of the hopper like that. Then you're going to want to mine another set of blocks to make this corridor like that, and this is where all your drops will come in. So now you're going to need to actually get your chests out. You're going to want to place 1 double chest like this directly underneath that hopper that's going into the chest. Then you want to mine 4 blocks on either side of the chest like this, then put another chest just down there in each of these, and then you're going to need to get some hoppers, put 1 going into that chest and another 1 going into that chest. So you can see you've got 3 whole chests for all your items to be dispensed into. So with that all done, we are actually going to start putting the redstone circuitry underneath here. So you're going to want to go up into the other side of this, and what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to mine 10 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're just going to want to mine this on the other side, and you're actually going to want to mine out the whole area. So now that you've finished mining out the area, what you're going to want to do now is actually put your redstone in. So what you're going to do is you want to count 1, 2 like that. On the third block, actually just go back 1, just make sure it's 1 away from the back and 2 away from here. Then you just want to place a hopper on its own, and place another hopper going into it. Then you're going to want to delete that one and place another hopper going into that one. So both of these hoppers should end up going into one another. So basically what we're actually building here is a redstone torch clock. No, I mean a redstone hopper clock. So if you know how to build that, just go ahead and do that. So you're going to want to place a comparator behind each hopper going into it. So the part with 2 torches wants to be going into the hopper. And then behind each of these comparators you want to place a block of any type like that. Then you want to place a piece of redstone like that just in front of each of these blocks. Then you're going to want to get 2 sticky pistons, place 1 there and place 1 on the other side just like that, with a block of redstone right here in front of this hopper. So then what you're going to do is you're going to want to mine out 5 by 5 area. So 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, just in this corner, because this will give you space for the rest of your redstone. And then you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3. I think that's 5 by 5 again. Yeah, it is. So another 5 by 5 area next to it, and just make sure this is all clear, because this is going to have some of your redstone in it. So now what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to mine these 4 blocks underneath the pistons. Then you're going to want to place another sticky piston directly underneath the redstone block, or underneath the left hopper, or just behind it, in front of it. Then you're going to want to get another redstone block and place this directly in front of this piston like that. Then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get your repeater, or one of them, and place it facing out of this redstone block, going into one of your building blocks. So then you're going to need to get yourself a redstone torch, and you're going to want to place this on the front of this block. So then you need to get 3 repeaters going this way, and all of them need to be set to 4 ticks, like that. And then you'll need to get another one of your building blocks and put it like this, so the repeaters are going into it. And then get another piece of redstone and put that just next to this block. Then you want to have another 7 repeaters, all set to 4 ticks, just like this. Just make sure they all are on 4 ticks. So how many there is? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 there, and then 3 there, just like that. And then you want to get some redstone dust, and you want to put 3 pieces of dust going this way, just like that, and put another 2 here to connect them up. Then you just want to place 1 here and then 1 there, so it goes into this block. Then you want to get yourself another torch and then place that torch on top of this block where the redstone is going into. So now what you're going to want to do is you just want to connect this system up to all your dispensers. So I'll just mine out an area in the corner so I can reach. You need to find where this dispenser is, and you need to place 2 blocks just underneath it, like that. Then you need to place a torch on top of these 2 blocks, like that. Then you want to place another one here, making it into a bit of an L shape, and you want 2 blocks coming out this way. So what you want to do is connect this to your redstone torch with some redstone dust. Then what you're going to need to do is go on top of here so you can get the right angle, and then place a repeater just like that. And don't worry about all this you've mined, because you can fix that later. Then you want to put some redstone go in here. Then you want to run this redstone all the way up to here till we get to 2 blocks away from the corner. So then you want to mine out this corner just like you did before. And then what you're going to want to do is place another 2 blocks underneath your dispenser with a torch on the top, like that. Then put another block here, and then put some redstone on top of this block, like that. So then you actually want to go around to the side and just do exactly the same thing. So you're going to want to mine out your corner again, find where your dispenser is, place 2 blocks there. Then you want to place a redstone torch on top of them, then place another block here, and another 2 blocks coming out of there. So then connect this up to your redstone torch exactly the same way you did before. Then you want to get your repeater and put that coming out of here, going into another piece of dust. Then you want to run this dust all the way till we get to about 2 blocks away from the end. Just mine out some space in the corner again, like that. Then what you want to do is place 2 blocks there and another block coming out of it with a torch on top of this, with another piece of redstone going there. So you don't need to worry about the repeater bit for these two, because I've purposely done it like this. So now all this should all be connected up and ready to go. So now what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to put some items into your hopper. So I recommend about around 40-45 items is really the right amount for this. So I've tested lots of different ones, but that seems to work alright. So we'll just have about 45 items and put them into one of the hoppers, just like that. And you might actually just want to get yourself a lever and just put it behind one of these, because that will then act as a system to actually stop this working, because sometimes it's good to actually have to turn this off. So you can just place a lever just there and it should now all be working. So now what you want to do is you're actually going to want to go round to the other side where your collection area is. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mine 4 blocks back here, and then you're going to want to go 4 blocks up, which I've already done. Then you're going to want to place ladders going all the way up there. Then you want to mine another 2 blocks here, where then you can then get out into the farm. So now what you're going to want to do is put a water bucket in each of these dispensers, so like that, and make sure you do it after. Well, I'll do it as soon as you hear it click, else they become sort of out of sync. So some will push water out when the other ones pull them in and it will get in a mess, so just make sure you do that. So then when these go on, they will push all the items in to these hoppers. So now all we need to do is go up there and actually place the water for your squid to spawn in. So you're just going to use your ladders and go up like this and just go all the way up to the surface. And I recommend, if you're on survival mode, to put your items in a chest or something, just in case you end up dying. So when you made it to the top, what you want to do is you want to jump over here onto here, and you want to place a block, doesn't matter which sort, like that, and you need to jump over onto it like that. Then what you want to do is just keep building this until you can't build any further. Just keep doing this until you have a platform. So you just want a platform that just fills this area like this. So keep going all the way around. As you can see, the system is actually working, because you can see it all coming on. There we go. And then fill in the middle of this like that, and then you're going to want to place blocks around the area like this, so that you end up with like a checkered pattern of blocks. And don't do that and fall off the edge, because that is never good. And just like that. And then this is where you want to get all your water buckets. You actually won't need all these water buckets for the other side as well, because what you could just do is use the same buckets and then refill them. So that's why you only need 16. I wish you would need more, but you can refill these eventually, because what will happen when we take away all these blocks like this, all this will just turn into source blocks, so you'll be able to use this same water for the other side. And if you're on survival, getting onto here could be a problem, so just open the trapdoor and just get onto it like that. And then from here, just delete all of these blocks like this. And then all this water will flow down and create the area where your squid will spawn in. Like this. Now on the other side, you just want to go ahead and just do exactly the same thing. So that is the farm actually completed. So as you can see, we've already got squid spawning here. And just something to point out is I'm building this in the desert, and I would recommend building it in the desert, because you've not got much water around the edge which squid will spawn in, because that will make the spawn rates lower. so just make sure there's no other water around. You can see in these other farms I've had to take it all away. And I hope you have really enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope this is helpful, and I also hope you enjoy building it. So if you did enjoy it, please remember to leave a like and also subscribe. And that is it for this tutorial, and I'll see you next week for another video.